Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to unbox and set up the Logitech Z906 5.1 surround sound speaker system. We'll go through everything from unboxing to connecting it with a MacBook for true surround sound, and I'll wrap up with my final thoughts. Let's get started. First, let's see what we've got in the box. We have a handy remote control, 4 satellite speakers, and a center satellite speaker. There's also a 6-channel direct input cable, a sleek control console, and 3 4.6-meter lengths of speaker wire for the front and center speakers. However, where are the 2 7.6-meter lengths for the rear speakers? Ah, here they are. We also have 3 AAA batteries for the remote control, user documentation, and of course the heart of the system, the subwoofer. Oh no, I wasn't expecting that. The subwoofer is heavier than it looks, and the cardboard lifter just couldn't handle it. Let's take a closer look at the damage. As you can see, there are some visible dents on the corners. It's definitely not what I was hoping for during the unboxing. I really hope these dents don't affect the performance of the unit. Fingers crossed that everything still works perfectly. I'll test it out later to see if the sound quality is still up to par. Sometimes cosmetic damage doesn't impact functionality, so let's hope for the best. Now, let's position our speakers. The 2 front satellite speakers go on either side of your monitor, and the center satellite speaker fits perfectly under the monitor. For the 2 rear satellite speakers, I've mounted them on camera tripods. It's a cheap and quick solution since I found them easily at my local store. While they might not look the best, they save money on expensive stands and are super convenient. The subwoofer slides under the desk. Remember to keep at least 16 centimeters of space clear around the driver and bass port to prevent sound distortion. Finally, place the control console where it's easy to reach, ensuring the IR window is visible for the remote. Now that our speakers are in place, let's connect the speaker cables. Start by attaching the provided cables to each satellite speaker, ensuring a secure connection. Neatly manage the cables under the desk and route them toward the subwoofer. When connecting to the subwoofer, make sure each cable is plugged into the correct port, matching the colors of the cables with the corresponding inputs on the subwoofer. Finally, connect the control console by plugging the DB15 cable into the subwoofer. This step is essential for controlling the audio system's features, like volume and input selection, directly from the console. Next, plug the subwoofer power cable into an electrical outlet. This step powers the entire system, so make sure it's securely connected. To turn on the Z906, press the Power On/Off button on either the remote control or the control console. You should see lights indicating that the system is active. Set the volume to the 9 o'clock position for initial testing. You can adjust it later to suit your preference. To ensure everything is set up correctly, press and hold the input button on the remote or control console for 5 seconds to enter test mode. The system will cycle through each speaker, playing a test signal for 5 seconds each. You'll hear it from the left front, center, right front, right rear, left rear, and subwoofer in that order. Now, let's connect our audio source. Turn off the speaker system before you start. Connect the 6-channel direct input cable to the appropriate input jack on the subwoofer. This cable will carry the audio signals to your speakers. To connect the Logitech Z906 to your MacBook, we'll use the 6-channel direct input cable. Start by inserting one of the 3.5mm plugs into the MacBook's headphone jack. For the remaining 2 plugs, you'll need 2 USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapters. Connect each of these plugs to a separate adapter, then plug the adapters into the MacBook's Thunderbolt USB-C ports. This setup ensures that each channel is properly connected, allowing you to achieve true surround sound. With everything properly connected to the MacBook, it's time to configure the Logitech Z906 system. Start by turning on the system using the remote control or the control console. Next, select Input 1 to ensure the audio from your MacBook is routed correctly through the system. Then, use the Effect Select control on either the remote control or the control console to choose the type of sound you want to hear. Stereo 3D provides a 3D surround sound effect through all the speakers, creating an immersive audio experience. Stereo 4.1 plays stereo audio through both the front and rear satellites, along with the subwoofer, delivering a fuller sound. Stereo 2.1 plays stereo audio through just the front satellites and the subwoofer for a more focused sound. No effect. This setting plays the audio format from your MacBook's sound card without adding any effects. It's available only for 6-channel input and is indicated by having no effect LEDs illuminated. We'll be choosing no effect to experience the audio in its purest form. Finally, level all channels, starting with the subwoofer, followed by the rear left and right, then the center, and lastly, adjust the overall volume of all 5 channels for a balanced and immersive sound experience. This step ensures that the sound is evenly distributed across all speakers for the best possible listening experience. On your MacBook, open Audio MIDI Setup. This utility helps configure audio input and output devices. Ensure your devices appear in the sidebar of the Audio Devices window, which lets you manage how sound is routed. For each device, choose the same sample rate, balance left and right, and maximize their volume. This step is crucial to ensure that all speakers produce sound evenly and consistently, preventing any distortion or imbalance during playback. At the bottom of the sidebar, click the Add button and choose Create Aggregate Device. An aggregate device allows you to combine multiple audio interfaces into one. Let's rename it Logitech Z906 to make it easier to identify. In the list, select the devices you want to use by checking the Use checkbox. This setup ensures all your speakers are part of the same output system. In the bottom right of the window, click Configure Speakers. Change the configuration from stereo to 5.1 surround. Assign each channel to the correct speaker by clicking the Channel pop-up menu. Click the Test button to verify each speaker's assignment, then click Apply to save your settings. Time for a sound test. Use your favorite media player to play a movie with 5.1 surround sound. I recommend L Media Player. After launching, click Audio on the menu bar, select Audio Channels, and choose 5.1 surround. Sit back and enjoy the immersive audio experience. Here are some extra tips for an optimal setup. Make sure to toggle off Play Stereo Audio as mono. To change these settings, choose the Apple menu, System Settings. Click Accessibility in the sidebar, then click Audio on the right. Leaving it on will result in mono sound. After you have successfully configured the system, you can unplug and replug the USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter into any available USB-C port on your MacBook. This flexibility is great for maintaining a neat setup or using different ports as needed. Make sure you always route the same adapter to the same 3.5mm headphone jack on the subwoofer. You can use the provided 6-channel direct input cable or your favorite aux cables, but ensure that each adapter is matched to the same port every time to maintain proper sound routing. With the right media files, settings, and setup, you'll be truly satisfied. In conclusion, the Logitech Z906 5.1 surround sound speaker system offers an incredible audio experience, especially when set up correctly with a MacBook. The sound quality is impressive, making movies truly immersive. I hope this guide helps you get the most out of your system. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. See you in the next video.